Hello, and welcome to the Voice Gathering online show. My name is Diamond, and I welcome you to my show. I wanted to talk to you about some of the upcoming shows that you will be seeing on Voice Gathering, Ustream.com. I hope that you would share your comments about the shows. I hope you would join me and follow me on the shows. I hope that you would become one of my in-crowd members on the show. I really hope you'll be part of the show. That's very important to me. I thought I would talk about things that are everyday issues, like relationships, like style and fashion, like religion, like working a 9-to-5 job, raising a family, going back to school, completing school. I want to talk about the economy and how it's affecting us on our day-to-day living. And the only way to have a successful show is by the people who watch the show and share their comments. Now, let me first say that I will not claim to know everything, because nobody knows everything. But one thing I will say is I have an opinion, and I think about a lot of things. I'm sure just like many of you. So I think the best thing to do is you be a part of this show and allow me to be a part of you, and let's kind of share what we all think. That's exactly why the show is called Voice Gathering, because we all have a voice and we all have opinions, and I think we can agree to disagree and share them. Now, some of the upcoming shows, and you might see me look down a little bit because I'm looking at my laptop, as well as I have my monitor over here on a couple of things I want to make sure I speak about as I do a little introduction about Voice Gathering online. A couple of shows. We're going to be speaking with a few people in fashion as far as hair care. Two people in particular. One person by the name of Chanel Davis, who resides in North New Jersey. And she has her own salon business called Chanel Hair Studio. I want to make sure I say that right because it's a little tongue twister. But it's CHS, Chanel Hair Studio in Bloomfield, New Jersey. We're going to be sitting down with Chanel and talking to her about the latest trends. How does she make it? Now, when I say how does she make it, Chanel is a young woman in this industry, in this line of business. And is, as we know, very competitive. So we want to sit down with her and find out, what inspired her to go into do hair. We want to find out what was her passion in this business, and also what some of the do's and don'ts in trends. So I hope that you will kind of send some of your questions my way, and I will be the first one to ask you now on the air. What are some of the things you guys want to know? Some other things I want to talk about is with another woman by the name of Juliet Miles. Juliet is fabulous. And I think I pronounced her name wrong, so forgive me. So I'm just going to call her Juliet. I should know her last name. Remember, I don't know everything, but I should know her last name because Juliet is a very good acquaintance of mine. I've known her for a very long time. She went to cosmetology school with my best friend, who is the ultimate of ultimates hairstylist. But Juliet is up there. I mean, way, way up there. Juliet's specialty is hair care. Hair care, which is very important, very important. So I want to talk with Juliet about some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to doing hair, our own hair. These chemicals, going natural, dreads, weaves, lace front wigs, all of that stuff we want to talk about. I definitely want to talk about lace front wigs. Now remember, I said, we can agree to disagree. But there's a couple things I think when it comes to hair fashion that we need to get away from. No disrespect to all of my beautiful people who wear dreads. But I think people have lost the meaning and especially the style in wearing dreads. I think people are doing it because it's just a phase, a fad that has come in, and a lot of people have taken this lazy attitude when it comes to doing their hair. The flip side of that is there's some people who have gone with dreads and keep them beautiful. I mean, beautiful. They're groomed nice. Absolutely beautiful. To the point I question, like, oh, wow, can I do dreads? So, it's no disrespect to anyone who wear dreads, but where have we gone wrong with dreads? I want to talk to Juliet about that as well. Another thing I want to talk about is there was this big, gigantic walk into women admitting that they're wearing weaves. You know, I remember back when it was taboo to talk about you had a weave on your head. You wanted that thing to look real. And I have to say, many people here didn't look real. But they came up with a new concept, a new way to get the realistic look, which really they took it from theater and they took it from the movies. And people started, you know, when you would see people in the movies, they had this cascade hair. It looked like it was coming right out of the scalp. They brought that to the entertainment industry. And women like Beyonce and supermodels like Tyra Banks and all these people were wearing lace front wigs. And I have to say, honestly, some of even their lace fronts looked bad. They looked bad. They was very detectable. And I know the concept of a lace front wig is to appear very natural, like, you know, like you have nothing on. So the moral of me talking about this is women have lost their mind. Not all of you, just some. They're going and getting these lace front wigs, I guess at maybe beauty supply stores, the synthetic ones, and maybe some even human ones. And whoever assembled these units, because that's what some wig makers call it, a unit. They get these hair pieces, these units, these lace fronts, and oh my God, they put them on, and it looks like they're drawing on a hairline. I've never seen. Don't people know that your natural hair don't have a natural, beautiful, straight hairline? I mean, if I'm wrong, please tune into the show, share your comments, post your comments. Get right back to me and we're going to talk about it. But I want to talk about those two as the lace fronts. So these two people, Juliet and Chanel, will be two perfect people to start with when it comes to talking about lace fronts, hair care, dress, and all that stuff. Please forgive my phone. People are always calling me, honestly, to talk about what are you going to talk about on the show. So we'll ignore that and we'll catch them later. So alongside of talking about hair care and fashion, we also want to talk about a few things that you guys want to talk about. So one thing that we're going to talk about is what she needs versus what he wants. Relationships. We have to talk about that. I mean, I think that there is a big difference in what he wants and what a woman needs. And you know what? I'm not even. Let's switch it around a little bit. That's the title of the show. But let's switch it around just a little bit. What a woman wants and what a man needs. I think sometimes most of the time, there's a very big difference in how we view things as men and women. And when we come to this union of a relationship, we go in, some of us, with these expectations of, I want this, I need that. You don't give this, you can't give me that. And the relationship struggles to move in a positive direction. And that's really sad once these people in the relationship has conceived a child or vowed to say they do to death do them part. I mean, when do we recognize and understand what we all need and what we all want in a relationship? So I kind of want you guys to tune into that show as well and tell me what you think about the topic. You know, I don't think that topic is going to be a one-time deal. I'm sure it's going to be more than that. I want to talk to a woman who started her own business. I mean, and her own business in the spa industry. Her name is Katrina Hines. This woman has a business that's run out of Atlanta, Georgia, and I have personally purchased my products from her. She's into providing skincare, spa treatments, cosmetics, cosmetic makeup, and I just become a big fan of her. I place orders with her all the time. I sometimes buy by the bulk. And the bulk for me is maybe like 3 or 4, you know, not cases. But I buy from her, and the products that she offers through her spa consultant is phenomenal. So we're going to sit down with her. I know we're going to sit down with Katrina a few times because we're going to be talking to her about first spa treatments. And, you know, that goes along with bath minerals, sea salts. We're going to be talking about skin moisturizers and how we can get this skin of ours ready for the summer. You know, summer's coming and we're going to be showing more skin than ever. So we want to sit down with Katrina from K Spa Delight and talk to her about what are some of the new spa treatments that we can use right in the privacy of our own homes, and how we can start pampering ourselves so we can sit back and relax, you know. So those are a few of the shows that we're going to be talking about, and I'm hoping that you would tune into Voice Gathering at Ustream.com. You can also reach out to me and my show at Voice Gathering at Facebook. You can Twitter us at Voice Gathering Twitter. You can email us at voicegathering@yahoo.com. And the website will be also available for your viewing pleasures, to let you know about shows coming up, about some of the people that we sat down with and we interviewed, some of your comments that you shared with me on the show, and just a array of pictures in our gallery about people that we interviewed and places we went to. You're going to see so much things on the website. Also on the website that I can't wait to hear back from you guys about what you think is one of my biggest involvement with, and that is Relay for Life. Relay for Life is in the business of helping people celebrate more birthdays, and that's about cancer. I every year I participate in a 24-hour walk for Relay for Life, and I raise money to help people who are dealing with cancer. Cancer affects my family personally, very dear people to me, and I have made it part of my mission to participate in a lot of things that support raising money for cancer research, for a cure for cancer. I rephrase that, because I think we've done a lot of research, and I know that there's tons of research to be done, but my biggest thing is that we come up with a cure for cancer. We're losing too many people to this nasty disease. Sorry, my little boys are barking. We're losing too much to this disease. So I hope that you will check out the website, check out the link for Relay for Life and my involvement, and maybe you can join me in helping people celebrate more birthdays, and just be a part of this Voice Gathering Experience talk show. I thank you for your time. I hope I have not talked you to death, but I plan to do a lot of talking on this show. And like always, we can agree to disagree, but when we come together, there is power in numbers. So let us start sharing our voice together. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.